So you remember back when you were a kid and you thought $1 million could buy you a mansion? Well, in some parts of San Diego, it can still actually get you kind of close to a mansion today, but those homes are going to be in rural areas and maybe not the parts of San Diego that you really want to live in, especially if you need to commute for work. Now, what I really need you to understand is that different zip codes in San Diego, they carry different price points, and they can really vary. Now, closer to the coast over in Carmel Valley, $1,049,000, it'll get you a 2-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,282 square foot townhome. And up in Escondido in Hidden Meadows, you can buy a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,879 square foot single family home with a 3-car garage. About the same price. They are both in great neighborhoods. It just depends on your wants and your needs. Guys, we're gonna hit the streets and we're gonna pull back that curtain and we're gonna show you exactly what $1 million really buys you in 2025. The good, the bad, and the surprising. Trust me, this is not gonna be your beachfront or even your ocean view tour. This isn't an eye candy Fantasyland video. Nope. Instead, we are hitting the suburbs of North County and we're checking out 3 different neighborhoods and 3 different types of homes in this one today, showing you the truth about what's out there on the market right now in spring of 2025. Hey, just a quick heads up, if you are thinking about making a move here or moving around San Diego, or you're just curious about what the San Diego neighborhoods and prices are all about, we've got you covered. We put together a free buyer's guide that's going to save you hours of research. Stick around and I'll tell you how to grab that in just a little bit. All right, let's hit the road. All right, guys, first up, we're heading out to Rancho Penasquitos, and for under $1 million, you can get an attached 2-story townhome. It's got 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. Now, we love how close you are to the Los Penasquitos Canyon Preserve for hiking and biking. Freeways 56 and 15 are close by. Plus, you're in a neighborhood with great schools. The pros with this place, you're located in the highly rated Poway Unified School District. You're super close to the 15 and the 56 freeways. And Los Penasquitos Canyon Preserve, your home's going to get these great canyon breezes coming all the way off the coast in Del Mar. One of my favorites, you have a 2-car attached garage. It makes it super easy to pull into the garage. You walk past the laundry room and head straight into the kitchen with your groceries. So, even though it is a townhome and you have that attached garage, it makes it feel more like a single family. The natural light in this place is amazing. Southwestern exposure with a ton of windows and skylights. Now, because it is the in corner unit, you don't get that boxed in feeling you would from an interior unit. So you do have a couple of cons to consider. It hasn't been updated since it was built back in 1988. That means the kitchen and baths, although they're usable, they're dated, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. See, I would rather take builder grade over not so good DIY updates every single time. Now, this isn't a grab coffee and walk to yoga kind of neighborhood. You're gonna need a car. But the beauty of the location is that you have 2 communities within minutes of your front door. Both Mira Mesa and Rancho Penasquitos are just a few minutes away. Plus, across the freeway, you're in Scripps and Poway. Next up, we're heading down to Mira Mesa, and this is the next community south of Penasquitos. And it's along the 15 freeway here. For just under $1 million, you can score a detached, single-story, 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. And this one's actually got a decent-sized backyard, where you can have your kids, pets, and even relax out there. Mira Mesa is a master plan community with parks, schools, and shopping all within walking distance of this home. Some of the pros about this home are that somewhere through the years an owner went in and opened up the floor plan, giving you this open concept. And the kitchen's been updated. You have a good-sized dining room too. Now, the master suite has also been expanded, giving you more closet space and a larger footprint. Guys, there are some cons to think about in this home. Now, there's what in the biz we refer to as functional obsolescence. And now that I pointed this out to you, you're going to start to notice that homes that are built before the 1980s, their closets and storage spaces are smaller, and the rooms, they tend to be boxed off more. So this home was actually built in 71. So you do have those smaller closets. Thank goodness someone, like I said, along the way did the expansion with the kitchen and gave this open concept here. But guys, you do have a 1-car garage here. Now let's head up the 15 freeway north a little bit here to Carmel Mountain Ranch. Now, I do remember when this whole community was being built. It was like back in the late 80s. Turns out it's become the real hot spot for people who like that tight-knit community vibe, because everything you could want and need is just a few minutes drive from your home. The pros to this area are the great schools, dining and shopping. They're all built into the community for you. Even the bigger stores that you like Costco, Home Depot, Nordstrom Rack, and the movie theater. Most of the listings that come to the market, they've been updated too. You got nice quartz countertops and modern bathrooms. There are some cons that you need to realize, guys. Smaller lot sizes, especially compared to some of the neighboring communities like Rancho Penasquitos and Pillai. So we finally renamed the community to Carmel Mountain Crunch. Now, unless you're on a pie-shaped lot at the end of one of those cul-de-sacs, most of the lots are going to be smaller in size, and some have 0 lot lines, like this house. Your neighbor's home is the lot line. So with all the amenities comes some congestion. Carmel Mountain Ranch is a hub for all the residents in the nearby communities too. I've heard it's been said that Carmel Mountain Ranch is Costco. It's one of the busiest in California. All right, all 3 of those homes that we just toured, we have those details down below in the description, so be sure to click the links if you are interested in any of them. Guys, the bottom line is that $1 million in San Diego goes farther than you might think, out in some areas like Ramona, North Escondido, and out in East County. And not nearly as far as in other areas like Mira Mesa, San Marcos, and even Pillai. It all depends on your lifestyle, your priorities, and what trade-offs you're willing to make. So the really neat thing about what we do here is we get calls all the time from folks like you. Some are just starting out with their home search and they got questions like, what does the MLS stand for? It is the multiple listing system, for those of you that are asking the same question. And that is where us agents will put our original listing data, and then it gets broadcasted out to all of those third-party sites that you guys end up checking out. We even get that basic question of how do I even get started, right? Don't worry, we'll answer all of them. I took a call today from a single guy who's going to be selling his place up in Sacramento. Then he's making the move down here to San Diego in the beginning of next year. He's retired and he's going to be starting that next chapter, and he wants us to help him find his forever home. So he volunteers to send me a list of 20 things that we need to match up for him in his new home. He knows exactly what he wants, right? Even though we have a ton of fun doing what we do, we're serious about helping you make a move in or out of or even around San Diego. All you have to do is reach out to us. We know all the neighborhoods, all the different price points, and the details. That insider stuff that you cannot get on Zillow. We've got a home buyer guide that we made just for you. Please comment guide down below or shoot us a message and we'll send that right over to you. Thanks for hanging out with us today and touring these homes, and we'll see you on the next video right here.